should never take walks alone at night. In 2007, a girl was on a late night walk when she looked at the end of the road and saw the silhouette of a man moving around very strangely. It was like he was doing the waltz, but he was moving towards her, so she was sketched out, crossed the road, and went the other way. After a couple minutes, she turned around to see what he was doing, and he was right across the street from her, now staring up into the sky with a huge grin on his face. Now totally creeped out, she turns around and walks about a half block before checking again, and to her horror, he's now crouched down right behind her. But luckily, he stands up, turns around, and kind of hobbles away. And then she notices something. The man had turned around and was now sprinting directly towards her. She runs to safety and now just hopes she never has to see that smiling man again. You're about to hear one of the most disturbing true stories on the internet. In 1921, a German farmer woke up to find a deep set of footprints leading from the forest right up to his back door. Whoever had come to his house had not left yet. After making sure it wasn't just his family, he searched everywhere on his property and his house everywhere, and he could not determine who made the prints or where they went. A few weeks later, his maid abruptly quit, saying that every time she's alone in the house, she hears demonic voices in the attic. Shortly thereafter, he and his family start to hear the voices too. When no one's heard from them in a couple days, the neighbors go over to check and they find them in the barn. One by one, each of the family members made their way down to the barn where they were systematically murdered and stacked in the corner. To this day, no one knows who or what is responsible for this crime. Open your door for strangers. In 2013, a woman let her dog out to use the bathroom one more time before bed. After only a few minutes, she starts hearing scratching on her door, which is typically the sound her dog makes when he's ready to come in. But it just seemed way too soon for him to be done being outside. So she decides to look through the peephole to make sure it really is her dog. But what she sees is terrifying. A deranged-looking man is right outside her door, staring intently at her door handle, waiting for it to turn open. As she's looking in horror, unable to do anything, he starts scratching at the door as hard as he can, never leaving his gaze from the door handle. She manages to stifle a scream, she backs away and realizes her dog is still outside. So she goes to the side window, but there's no sign of her dog, and so she goes back to the door to see if maybe the man's moved. He hasn't moved. His
what?
You are the reason why I'm still hanging on. 'Cause you are the reason why my heart is still above water.
I don't wanna fall asleep, I don't wanna pass away. I've been thinking of our future cause I'll never see those days. I don't know why this has happened, but I probably deserve it. I tried to do my best, but you know that I'm not perfect. I've been praying for forgiveness, you've been praying for my health. When I leave this earth open, you'll find someone else. Cause yeah, we still young, there's so much we haven't done. Getting married, start a family, watch your husband with his son. I wish it could be me, but I won't make it off this bed. I hope I go to heaven so I see you once again.
This is why you should be very careful who you talk to online. A 16-year-old girl was home with her mom when she got a disturbing text message from a boy she had recently met on Snapchat. He told her he was right outside of her house, but when she went to look, no one was there. Frightened, she decides to sleep in her mom's room that night, and right before she goes to bed, she gets another text from the boy that just says, "I'm in your house." She shows her mom, who immediately searches the whole house, checks every door, turns on every light. There's no one there. So even though they're creeped out, they go back to bed. The next morning she gets up and she goes back to her bedroom and immediately feels like she's being watched. She checks in her closet, looks behind her door, there's no one there. Then she noticed that the shoe boxes she normally kept perfectly arranged next to her bed had been moved. So she crouches down to put them back in order, and then out of the corner of her eye she notices something. The boy whose story is so simple and so creepy. On June 21st, 2009, a 16-year-old wakes up to an empty house around 11 a.m. He heads downstairs, grabs a snack, and goes to the basement and plans on watching TV for the next few hours until he meets his friend around 3. About 30 minutes later, his mom comes downstairs and asks him, "Where have you been all day?" Confused, he says, "I've only been up for like 30 minutes. And then he looks at his phone, and it's after 7 o'clock at night. There's dozens of missed calls and several text messages from his friend and his mom asking, "Where are you?" He tells his mom that none of this makes any sense, but what she tells him is even worse. She said that she was there all day and saw him go into the basement at 11, but after that, he was gone all day. So for one day in the summer of 2009, this kid didn't exist. Always watch what you say in public. In the late 1970s, a man began breaking into homes in order to assault the families inside of them. After dozens of attacks and no suspects in custody, the citizens were totally on edge, so the police decide to host this town hall meeting so they can discuss the situation out in public. During the meeting, a local man stands up and says, "I would totally kick that guy's ass if he came anywhere near my wife." Then, in a crazy, ironic turn of events, that angry man and his wife become the next victims. Following their assault, the attacker completely changes his behavior. He goes from kind of petty home invader to full-blown serial killer, targeting only married men and their wives. When decades later, police finally identified Joseph D'Angelo as the killer,
I wanted to tell traditional artists out there, you're real heroes. I'm a digital illustrator, and if I use traditional media, I do sketches. That's my top level. But for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to do a mermaid illustration in markers and color pencils, and it's crazy. My brain is exploding from it. It's just so scary not knowing in which direction your art will go, and there's no way back. There's no way back, only forward. By the way, here's a little sneak peek. Cheeky sneak peek, how it's going on. But, yeah, guys, I don't know how you do it. I don't think I can deal with this stress on a regular basis.
This is why you should always take your lockdown drills seriously. In 2017, two 16-year-olds were in their school bathroom when the lights suddenly went out and their school went into lockdown. Feeling rebellious, they decide, you know what, let's go explore the school a little bit first, and then we'll go follow procedure. They step out of the bathroom and look down the hall towards their classroom, and they see this large figure standing in front of their classrooms. It's definitely not a student, it's not a teacher. He's got ragged clothes on, and he starts walking towards them. They dart right back into the bathroom to the corner stall where they hide, praying that man didn't see them. The man bursts in and starts yanking open all the stalls. Not wanting to see what happens when he gets to their stall, they get on the ground and start crawling to the side of the room where they finally get up and make a run for the door. They look back and he's holding a gun. The boys manage to get away safely and no one's hurt, but the police never capture the ragged man.
I've got a crush, but she's got a boy. But I still watch from afar. And she knows my name and I know her number. But you can't come down to me. If only she knew my thoughts, she get a taste for what I got.
This is why you should always be scared of clowns. In 2004, a babysitter had just sat down to watch TV before the parents got back when she noticed something. In the corner of the room was a large clown statue that, no matter how she positioned herself, seemed like it was staring right at her. As she's looking at it, the father calls to check in on the kids. She tells him everything is fine, and right before they're about to hang up, she says, "Why do you have a huge clown statue in your TV room?" There was silence on the phone, and then the father just says, "We don't own a clown statue." She immediately drops the phone, runs upstairs, gets the kids, runs outside, calls the cops. Cops go in and come out with this guy. As the police are taking the clown away, one of the officers comes over to the girl and with a very grim look on his face just says, "We found him underneath one of the kids' beds. He was holding a sharpened screwdriver."
get to know her before covering me.
Have a holly.
Okay, I've been seeing everyone using these filters, so now I'm curious if it will work on my drawing. Here's a portrait of my boyfriend I did recently. He'll be our guinea pig. For some reason, I'm super excited. Oh my god, he looks so cute.
I've got my mind on you. I've got my mind on you. Say yes to heaven. Say yes to me. He said, Lana Ray, will you serve me lemonade? I said, yes, Bill, I will. It's the day of the parade, and you look even more handsome than you did the day that I left you.
Starbucks coffee, OMG, please just bring her back to me. What the heck? That's my bitch, I know it is. I smell her poop. I literally just date that bitch. I did her nails, they're freshly clipped. OMG, don't freak me out. I know. Every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna
Subject for today. We can be the London, but him and hunting on. We can be the London, but him and hunting on.
Bestie, answer your phone, bestie. I did the thing that you told me not to do, and I hurt myself in the process. Bestie, answer the phone. Answer the motherfucking phone, bestie.
Wait. Who? So you smile at everything I say. You got some soft lips and some pearly white. I wanna touch them in the dead of night. Your smile ignites just like a... Oh, just me up, touch it up, I'm in your life. So sit up on my
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy where I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition when we fell into a rhythm where the music won't stop for a light. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes. Thinking of a
vou mostrar 3 desenhos meus pra você. Se você gostar, você me segue. Se você não gostar, só pula o vídeo. E aí, vai me seguir ou não?
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy where I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition when we fell into a rhythm where the music won't stop for a light. Glitter in the sky.
I've been sleeping in a cardboard box, spending every dollar at the liquor shop. And even though I know I haven't got a lot, I'll try to give you love until the day you drop.
It may seem a little crazy, pretty baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright. Now hush, little baby, don't you cry, everything's gonna be alright. Stiffen that up, bullet bump, little lady, I told you.
Starbucks coffee, OMG, please just bring her back to me. What the heck, that's my bitch, know it is, I smell her please. Literally, just beat that bitch, I did her nails, they're freshly clipped. OMG, don't freak me out, I think I know what this about.
Just a quick reminder that no one is a pro from the start. We drew simple shapes as the first task on the dynamic figure drawing course. You always start simple and then grow through practice and
Just wanna feel it from you.
Don't be afraid to catch fish. Ride your cup and chase thrills.
And you don't seem to understand. A shame you seem an honest man. And all the things you hold so dear will turn to whisper in your ear.
妻神里流太刀術免許皆伝神里彩香参上おはようおはようございます本当にのどかですね Oh, don't listen to the Shogun. Desserts. Cavities are no big deal. You can just replace your teeth. Anyway, I just don't see how desserts can pose a serious obstacle to my pursuit.
Do you know how hard it is to wake up every day and look this fucking hot? I mean, no one can even compare. I just feel so bad for everyone.
Pra quem curte boneco do Dragon Ball, dos Shana Flowers, dos Chicken Lacken, eu não conheço, ó, do Naruto. Olha, mano, que louco, aqui ó, do One Piece.
Se eu tirar a folha da frente e você gostar do que viu, recomendo que você dê curtir, me siga e compartilhe. Além disso, também deixe um comentário me falando o que você achou, beleza?
Cara, pra mim, aqueles desenhos monstros que os caras fazem, velho, pra mim é macumba que eles têm que fazer. Porque os caras fazem um desenho assim, tosquinho, daí eles aproximam a câmera. E daí vira um desenho monstro. Peraí, quê?
Mi corazón. Te lo dije muy clarito. Permanece a la escucha. Me gustan los aviones.
And with that, the 2022 season comes.
¡Lotería! Aquí viene un nuevo retador. GLHF, que empiece el show.
Espera, estoy a punto de decir algo súper interesante. Pregúntame si te estoy escuchando. Respuesta, no.
Guys, 1 week ago, I posted this video about hitting 1,000 subscribers after only doing TikTok for like 2 weeks, and now I'm already at almost 5,000. This is absolutely crazy. Thank you.
Come back to me, please. You said, Lana Ray, will you serve me lemonade? I said, yes, Bill, I will. It's the day of the parade, and you look even more handsome than you did the day.
I got deported by 6. I got sued by 6. I got burned by 6. I got bombed by 6. I got mugged by 6.
You a lie. For go bang, took a tang. Boom tang tang, tune tang, tigger ligget. Fire the bang bang on the dig it. Wibble up, beckle tang tang on the dig it. Heckle up, beckle up.
I wear this on Monday, wear this on Tuesday, wear this on Wednesday, wear this on Thursday, wear this on Friday, wear this on Saturday, wear this on Sunday.
Your womanly emotion.
Eu tenho um desafio para você que gosta de desenhar. Me mostre seu top 5 dos seus melhores desenhos desse ano.
꼬꼬 숫도고동 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 돈돈 년 안버스 헐 야브레 거브레 너 야브이샤바竹やぶのしまんまに見えないまま掴みたいとかどうせ叶わないからさああ手はずっと寝ていて使おうとしようとしてもことまだ気づいてなかった
Take me somewhere we could be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story.
My mom said to me, you know, sweetheart, one day you should settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a shine like yours, I'm a bitch. I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a shine like yours.
Met your friend New York. She was all on me.
If you want me to listen, then get on your knees and beg!
Talk dirty.
Zombies are literally real and you can become one. There's a syndrome called walking corpse syndrome. It's a neuropsychiatric disorder in which a person believes they are dead or missing a soul and their brain acts like it. A man was diagnosed after a fatal motorcycle.
said. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Why the fuck is there so many letters in Wednesday?
Shit, you're right. There's a lot of letters in there.
Oh, that shit say Wednesday. It don't say when. It says.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Both love and it's ours, cause I love you too. Bring it over to my place and leave it high, baby, who cares? But I know you care. Bring it over to my place, you don't know what you did to me. You got it right, it speaks to me.